My name's Oliver Arnold, and I run the farming business with my wife Hannah, and we've been going for about 10 years now, and we employ 29 full-time staff here at Spring Farm. Our activities are agricultural contracting, and we spread ourselves all over Norfolk and North Suffolk. We're quite an unusual contracting business. We own quite specialist bits of equipment. We don't just own tractors and bits that connect to tractors. We've gone into self-propelled machinery quite a bit. So I suppose the muck spreaders would be the key ones. We've got 4 interrogated muck spreaders, 3 solid and 1 liquid. They're very interesting bits of equipment. So we've got to always keep at the forefront, and I think technology helps push you forward, and I think I'm very driven to have good machinery. Even though I run some old kit, equally we are at the forefront of technology, and I think that is what keeps you going and keeps you attractive as a supplier. It's a whole package, and I would say the side of maintenance is the side I enjoy, and I think that's a very important part of the business. We've got some equipment that is now quite old. We've got machines that have done 11,000–12,000 hours, and they still are primary members of the fleet, and I've got no intention of replacing them. Good maintenance is the key, and for us that is where we try and maximise what we do. We've seen an acceptance more for agricultural contracting, and we are part of the farmers' year calendar. We're not such a knee-jerk reaction anymore. We are built into their usage of us, and so there's a lot more communication. I think as the future moves on and the GPS technology moves on, that is the driver in agriculture at the minute. Controlled traffic farming's coming. I think as a contractor it's going to be very hard for us to keep up with those technologies, because every farmer's going to choose a different technology, and as an operator who goes around amongst all those farms, we're going to really struggle choosing one that will, and it won't do all. Technology, it is what it is. You have people who go off in different directions, and eventually they do meet at one point. We're seeing it with the ISO screens, etc., in tractors, and that technology. But I think as far as the GPS side of it goes, it will be quite a while before it comes to one common platform. But it is needed, and desperately. As an agricultural contractor, you've got to be reactive to what's needed. And so I don't think I have what you'd say is a 5-year plan. I think my commitment is to my staff and to the fact that I really enjoy farming. And from that we will do whatever is needed to stay profitable and sustain business, and to do what is needed of us. We are led by the farmers. Most people would laugh if I ever thought I was diplomatic, but you do have to be diplomatic, and you do have to understand situations. I think probably the biggest thing for me is staff. I'll come back to that. When I first started, I wasn't diplomatic or understanding at all towards staff, and I think as time has gone on I've appreciated that you have got to understand them, you have got to understand their woes and what turns them on equally as much as what turns me on into business. And then with that you then develop on and you get a good team around you. We've been looking at buying a crane hire company for quite a while. The Quinto was for sale, so turned up one day and started discussions really, and the process took about a year for us to purchase Quinto. Quinto really is going to pick itself up and dust itself off. It had got a bit stale. Use new technologies to expand. Then we've got a machinery moving division, which is a very interesting side. So we go in and we move lathes, or for anyone really, or production lines, and it's a very skilled area, and we wish to expand that up. We've also got a training department. We've also now started up Quinto Demolition, which I've got big plans for, and also a heavy haulage element, which naturally follows on from the fact that we do heavy haulage, moving the ballast around for the bigger cranes. I love the buzz of business. I like the pressure of the unachievable, and at the end of the day it being achieved. I think that's what drives me. And farming is just an amazing industry to be in. You meet so many characters, you meet so many decent people. That's fantastic really. We've pushed into a lot of different things, and we've led in quite a few areas, and I think all have come together to make a rounded business, to be fair.